Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd. Playing as Garhwal. Garhwal. So where we last left our nation, I was planning out a war against Gujarat because they only have 1,000 troops and they're not paying their fort. And we're trying to get manpower back. Trying to burn off aggressive expansion, but when an opportunity like this presents itself, we've really got to take it. Okay, so let's set this guy towards allies. Wait for him to get locked in. Gonna leave him there. I don't think we need the spy power as much as, well, now are going to need somebody burning off aggressive expansion. So let's go to outrage countries with the other diplomat. And we are going to have a rebel uprising in Sind, what was formerly Sind. Yeah, let's ease those tensions. Hopefully that improved relations with Persia. It did not apply to Persia, sadly. But I think if we get a little bit stronger, Persia will be our friend. Gujarati separatists sound like that. Yeah, we could feasibly get them loyal again. Wouldn't be opposed to giving him one of the provinces down here as well. Okay, so money's gonna be a problem. We are running out of it. Yeah, I think we need to pay for these guys for now. Well, let's see what... 3%? No, actually we don't. But this guy is really useful. He's buying us a lot of time. Wouldn't pay him 8 ducats, so they asked us for 9. Wouldn't pay it, so they asked us for 10. Okay, good, we don't have to deal with those rebels. That's a larger stack than I would have guessed we'd get. Hopefully we can kill the little stack, wait for this big stack to go onto the fort, and then kill them as well. Okay, we could force a peace treaty on them, but I want to wait till the beginning of the next year, burn off some of our aggressive expansion. Let's liberate both these provinces to get our morale up as high as it can get, and get a few more troops in there. Okay, so we're going to arrive on the 13th. On the 12th, I'm going to sortie out this garrison. Bring them together. We're going to 2 over. Just get rid of all of really beat up ones. And we could call John Bourne into this war, but definitely not going to do that. Okay, we lost our theologian, so now we're not going to get a new one. Wow, we've got aggressive expansion all the way over there. Okay, so first thing we definitely want to do is humiliate our rival. Let's get our fort. Take all their money. And that looks pretty reasonable. Just 3 people. One of which will have a truce with us. So we take their fort. And could we get the Madnagar instead? No. And that'll extend the truce a little bit. Increase the autonomy. And pay off our loan. Okay, we already dealt with the rebels here, so we can stop paying that fort. I can move these guys over here. I do want to avoid a potential civil war. Ming wants us to become a tributary now. And we are going to work on outraged countries. No. I'm just sounding desperate. Okay, so we could potentially vassalize them. I wish that they weren't in Najd. That's not where we need to avoid coalitions. So he goes back. Okay, well, we'll let him. He's straight going back to Najd. Yes. Okay, whatever. So I pulled him back because I knew he wouldn't be able to be sent there in the next, in the same 30-day period. Couldn't get those admin points. Let's get those ducats. And see if we can get some manpower in our capital. And we want to avoid a coalition, so let's make ourselves look a little stronger on paper. Okay, that works for me. As soon as this guy's... Well, let's just pull him back. I want to solidify those relations a little bit more. Same with this. Then we can get an H bonus. Let's even start a golden era. Let's go for aggressive expansion reduction, because that's already a problem for us. Okay, that's much better than Mani's. I'm worried that we're going to start slipping behind a little bit in military tech. But we're still ahead of time, and our ruler isn't bad in that regard. He's a 4 and a scholar. So I think we'll bump up our legitimacy one more time. That should be enough to avoid most of these rebel problems. We might have Marwar rise up. I think Navangar and Kutch should be manageable. And our borders look off. They look so bad. You know. We just gotta conquer the things that we can. Oh, we can get Cindy as an accept culture. That'll be a major boost. Okay, now the question is, what do we want to do next? Let's make Timurids. Okay, idea groups. So, what do we have going for us? We haven't even looked at this. Development costs down, attrition, stability. We get autonomy, fort bonuses, morale, lowered unrest, legitimacy, tolerance to the true faith, tolerance to heretics and heathens. One sec, have to pet the cat. Okay. I don't want to fall behind here, but we are so far ahead relative to the others. That seems like we should go for something military. And we have manpower problems. We're only getting 120 guys per month, so I can't justify doing anything other than quantity. I want defensive for the cheaper forts, but that'll be the next one we get. Of course, lowered attrition. Fort defense, it would work well, but we're just gonna have manpower problems. One second. Oh, both the cats are being whiny. Come on. You, your brother. Come here, bud. Come here, cat. Is this still progressing? It is. I think that'll stop progressing as soon as we get rid of our overextension. Okay. One of the cats is chasing the other one, so they should be leaving us alone now. So sorry about all the background noise. And we need to give our nobility a little bit more land. Give them... Let's see. This looks perfectly fine. Okay, now that we no longer have that overextension, our civil war stopped progressing. It is not ticking down. Our legitimacy will continue to go up. As long as it doesn't make any progress, we should be okay. We might get some events that boost it up or something like that. Okay, let's go for that one for now. And mostly we upset, since Baluchistan was a huge portion of our aggressive expansion, mostly we upset Sunnis. That's why it's working over here with these guys. Which is good, because most of India is not going to be Sunni. So Delhi, for instance, is a Sunni state. Manis is Shiite. Gujarat is Shiite. Malwa is Sunni, but they already hate us. Bengal is Sunni. Jampur is their ally, so they're not really upset over what we did. Kinda want to do this to enjoy the passive bonus, but it's going to cost us legitimacy. Yeah, why don't we do it? It'll help with the conversion. Just waiting until we get some more cash. Okay. Stop paying for that fort. I'll move this guy up here. I do want a general, but let's see. Our ruler's good. I really don't want to put him in charge of the army. So yeah, let's go ahead and get a general. And we really don't need this fort any longer. I mean, to be paid. We'll keep the fort, because we do need as many forts as we can get. And actually, Nepal likes us. Because of the ease tension. Well, relatively. Thinking we could just vassalize them. They wouldn't agree to it quite yet, but especially if we got a statesman. Once we're allied to him, they would agree. No. Sandwich aggressive expansion. Wow, we do have 58 against Timurids. Bump up that up once more. So it will give us a little bit of Diplo rep. And they're close to accepting our demand. Actually, we were almost to a 15th troop there, so that should be enough to bring it over. Let's just go ahead and recruit the troop in advance. Once we get them as a subject, they'll increase our force limit anyway. And there we are. Okay, we can cede. We could take Seaweed. No, we'll renounce our claim. Sure, they'll appreciate that. And let's now top off relations with our allies. Our subjects. Well, he likes us. We'll just work on outraged for the moment. Okay, I think things are looking good for us. Starting as a two-province minor, now we are one of the stronger powers in northern India. And we've certainly got one of the best alliance systems. Malwa, I think. Oh, they had one of the best. They don't any longer. Our manpower slowly starting to recover. Tech is slowly starting to get caught up, and we're slowly making our way away from that potential disaster. These places will probably have a chance of revolt before too long. Yeah, 3 more years. Let's keep an eye on our time. 23 minutes, okay? Do want to get this military attack 6, because I know at least Bamani's. Yeah, they're up. Or, sorry, from Tech 7. I knew at least Bamani's, they had the event about the bronze cannons. Now, less 2 of them are ahead of us. I mean, I want this manpower as well. Don't get me wrong. I really want that. Gotta get caught up here, because the further we fall behind on Diplotech, the more disobedient our subjects will be. Dundar is attacking Gujarat? Wow, that's... You know that you've messed up as Gujarat. I bet we have 10 favors with them. Yeah, 15 even. Usurped 80. I'll wait for them to move on to the fort. I don't like seeing that. Okay, that was relatively painless. Cost us 97 mem. We're starting to make some cash again. Yeah, I really don't want to upset them and lose diplo power. We'll just lose a little bit of cash over time. Taking the mercantilism hit. Come on. Come here. Or you can stand in the doorway and meow at me. Either way. Okay, rightful ownership. We can give... No. No. Let's have a claim. They don't even have a core there. Okay. Wow, the Ottomans took to Breeze. Really would like to attack Nagaur. But they're allied to Jampur. I think they're higher government rank than we are. Or kingdom or not. Pretty funny. Okay, the question is, do I carry legitimacy up to 75? I don't think so. If something really bad happens, we could always bump it up. And this will start getting unrest before we convert it. Okay. Nice. We no longer have to worry about outrage, so let's worry about allies. Okay, I'm going to stop this video here. Thank you for